afternoon, YouTube. Here on this Saturday afternoon, I have already uploaded one video this morning. The Merry Christmas video I made while it was snowing. Right after that, the sun came out. Wasn't much of a snowstorm. What you see before you is the items that I ordered from China. These are the BNC connectors for the audio probe. Well, actually audio probe, the signal tracer probe that will go on the end of the Heathkit probe. And as you can see, they separate there. This goes on the cable itself, and then that's where it solders to the thing, and then this will be able to connect to the project box wherever I did with it. I've done lost it, but it's here somewhere. Anyway, there will be a BNC connector on that, and that will connect to that. And also on the end of the Heathkit signal tracer, there will be another BNC connector there, where this can be used with either one end. So that's what that's for. And I thought I would share you. That came in the mail, I think, yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. This came in the mail yesterday. This is from Robert Gibbons and his contribution to my bench, which is greatly appreciated, Robert. And these are the pin connectors for the speakers. They have the RCA that connects to the back of the switch box, and I think they're 4 foot long, and these are the little pin connectors that I said speakers, but they're actually for connecting to the back of receivers, things like that, where, you know, you've seen the spring terminals where when you hook up the speakers, it has a thing for you to stick in the wire, and it does that. That's what these are for. There's a pair for left and right, and I do appreciate that very much, Robert. And there's extra connectors on these things too. That's nice. These are the kind that use the little screw terminals. I like these. These are really nice connectors, and again, I do appreciate that very much. And like I said, I will be getting those onto the switch box, and so that's going to be done here soon. Now, he also sent something that I'm still not exactly sure what it does, but it's a power supply of sorts, I guess. 55 to 190 volts DC, and not sure how it works or anything like that. I guess I'll figure it out. Let's see, ground. So I do appreciate that. Also, Robert, and like I said, that's a nice, nicely put together thing there. Okay, here we go. 12 volt in. I can't make that out if that is something, but 12 volt in is here. So I guess that's ground on this side then. So figure it out, I reckon. So I'm assuming is that 12 volt AC, DC? I don't even know. But like I say, here's the number. I guess I can look that number up and figure out what it's used for or how it's used. This is the output, I think. I can't tell. Anyway, we will give that some more look-see and see what we got there. But I do appreciate that, nonetheless. And I'm going to wrap it back up because I don't know what I'm going to get to it, but like I said, I will get to it. That's just a couple of things I want to show you before I forgot again. I think I already forgot about the BNC connectors there. The thing that I didn't show yesterday, and let me get this over here without wrecking everything. Okay. Oops, sorry. Get back up here. Anyway, the thing I didn't show yesterday was what I did with this wire. And I don't know if you all remember it, but at the end of the first clip, I think it was, I showed you that the wire off of was off of this. Was it this connection? I believe it was. Anyway, I'm not really sure. I put it to the. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on that. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. There we go. But this wire here, I'm not really sure that's hooked up in the right spot. I think it is, but I'm not totally sure because it's supposed to be hooked up to this spot here, according to the schematic anyway. This white wire, you can see here, goes to the positive terminal of the C-cell battery. I'm going to hook this up over here. See, that's the white wire right there. That's that same white wire going around there. And I think that's where it's supposed to hook up. But when I was doing this, I couldn't get it. There was no easy way to get to that. And so I looked at that spot and I thought, well, that looks just like it's connected. So I checked with my ohm meter, and sure enough, there's a continuity between here and there. So I hooked it up there instead. So what I'm thinking is, it's possible that when this range switch is switched, their connection is not there anymore. So what I need to do is remove that and put it back where it's supposed to be, and that should take care of any, you know, thoughts of problems there, I guess. But I did want to show that because I forgot to show that yesterday when I did the video. So that's the deal on that. Now on this meter itself, let me unzoom again. Maybe. I don't do this. Touch screen is not the best on this. This is the Sony Bloggy Touch, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned it. If I didn't, I wanted to. There we go. Now, I also didn't cover another aspect of this. When this is on voltage readings, this is on 1 volt right now. If I put it on AC ohms, it will peg the meter. And you'll see here in a second. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit more. There we go. So now I'm putting it on AC ohms, and I'll turn it on. You see it pegs the meter. Now that's what that does on AC ohms when it's in the voltage range on this side over here. Now if I put it in the resistance range, this is R times 1, and then turn it on, that's what it does. That's a more normal way of doing it, I think. Pretty sure anyway. And so again, if that lead on the back is soldered to the wrong spot, when this, you know, this switch over here, I'm going here. This switch over here is rotated from resistance to voltage. That may be the problem, or, you know, why it's doing what it's doing. I don't know. So I've got to get that. I definitely have to get that straightened out and make sure that it's in the right spot, or put it back where it's supposed to be. Actually, would be the best way to do it, I think. But that's the things on that works. Also, I did DC balance on this last night. There's a calibration for the DC balance, and I'm going to show you that. This is the hardest thing to turn. Maybe it's my fingers, I don't know. But that should be the 0, because this control right here is in the center position of its travel, and that's what the DC balance does. Now you can see it stays right on. Well, I'll take that back. Let's do this right. Put it in a voltage range. That's a 3 volt range there. So, you know, there it's on 0. So that's what this does. The DC balance makes this go where you set this right in the middle of the travel, and that's where your 0 is at. That's what that's for. So that's the DC balance has been set on this. So that part's good. So the rest of the calibration I cannot do. I can do the DC voltage, but we've already seen it's pretty close. I already used a battery and a digital multimeter to show you that. Now the AC volts I can't do because you see it just pegs the meter when I turn it on AC volts. And that's on any range. I want to prove that too. Let me put it back over to AC, and I'll start at 1 volt, and we'll see. It pegs the meter there. 3 volts, 10 volts, 30 volts, 100 volts. I think that's 300 volts and 1000 volts. You see there's no difference at all in the meter. It just stays the same no matter what. So that doesn't work. So there's no way I can, there is no way that I can do that. Now Robert suggested that the AC balance, and I'm not really sure there is an AC balance, but I haven't looked at it that close, but that if that is out of whack, that will cause that as well. So I've got to check that. That's another thing I need to check. I need to take my schematic for this and put it on my phone. That's just one of the things I don't have in here is that computer set up yet, and I really need to get that done because there's a lot of times when I need to look at something that's on the computer and I can't do it because there's no computer in here. So that's one of the things I need to do yet. All right. I think that's all gonna be it for today. I think as far as videos, I may go ahead and look up some stuff on the schematic and get that done, and probably hook up these wires that Robert sent, and I think that's probably all I'll get done today. But I guess that's about it. All right, I may try to hang up some other things on the pegboard, do some more work on the bench. I don't know. I'm pretty much off today, I guess is what I'd say. We don't have any activities at my daughter's this evening that I know of. Tomorrow, of course, tomorrow on Christmas I do. So that will take care of that. And I guess that's all I have for now. And I think I probably had this up too high. I don't know. But anyway. If you hear some music, you hear some music. That's just the way it goes. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.